Hello, hello, hello. All right. So I am on your website and I just want to say first off, I love your branding. I love your logo. I love how simple all of this is. I like it's bold, emotional storytelling. Love it. Awesome. It's really simple, it's really clean, and I love it. I even love the little heart on the tiny toes. It's so cute. So Okay, so your menu is home, meet me, pricing, portfolio, and contact me. So, right off the bat, right here, you're telling me that you and pricing are the most important things. hmm And I know that that's not true. So, we're going to keep scrolling here because as a client on your website, the first thing I'm going to do is probably actually not tap anything in your menu. I'm going to scroll down and see what you're going to tell me. So, this photo is gorgeous. Um, And I really love the quote. However, while this is bold and it is beautiful, I don't really I really want to see faces. You're telling me it's emotional and storytelling, and I'm not getting anything emotional or a story out of this photo. So I don't know. I feel like I need a little bit more engagement with your main photo, but it is beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong here. I just don't think it's quite there as far as like showing the emotion. Okay, so behind the camera, I'm Bethany. Hello, Bethany. I've loved photography since I was a child, like, really loved it. Aside from being a mom, it's the one thing I've always wanted to do, and more. Okay, so again, you're telling me that you're the most important thing here, um, which is not good. Excuse me. Oh, you're my first one of the day. I'm a little yawny at the moment. Okay, and then we're going to keep scrolling, and it looks like just a big portfolio. Okay, so there are some problems here on your homepage. Is you're missing an emotional connection, especially because your branding is bold, emotional. You have to make an emotional connection, not just with your photos, but with your words as well. So right now, you are telling me that you are the most important thing. And I know that's not true. I know your photography and what you do is the most important thing. So this is a problem. We're not ready to get to know you yet. Your potential clients aren't ready to get to know you yet. They don't want to know you. They want to know what you can do for them. So you're going to need to create something here that talks about what you do in a way that benefits your clients. So talk about that bold emotional storytelling and tell them why it's beneficial, why they want it. And don't say, I love bold emotional storytelling. I want to capture this. Say, you want those gorgeous photos that are going to last forever. You want to have fun and interact with your family and capture you want all of those natural moments, those real moments. Talk about things like that. Talk about it in a way that it benefits your clients, not in a way that it talks about what you love. Because the clients want to know what you can do for them, not particularly what you do. Okay, so you also need to tell me where you're located because you don't say that here at all. I have no idea where you're located. It doesn't even say it down here in the footer. I don't know where you are. That's a problem. We need to know where you are. Okay, so first bit of homework is this is fine. This can stay on the homepage, the About You, but you need another blip in the middle here. So this needs to be pushed down. And right here at the top, you need another, like right here underneath the photo, but above the behind the camera. You need to tell me where you're located. So you can say bold, emotional storyteller serving the XYZ area. And then tell me about bold and emotional storytelling. And then you're going to have to link over to something else. Now, I'm not sure what we're going to be linking over to because you don't seem to have like, you have a pricing page, you have a portfolio page, and you have a contact me. So I am going to go ahead and open these up. I do like how simple your website is. I mean, simple is nice and it makes it very easy to navigate. So you do have that going for you. You've definitely got um, the simplicity and the easy to navigate. So that's good. Oh, WV, are you in West Virginia? Is that where you're at? Let me see. I think it says on your thing. Yeah, you're in West Virginia. Excuse me. Goodness, you're in West Virginia. All right. That's not super obvious, and Google isn't going to pick up that that's West Virginia. Okay. Uh, okay. All about you. Cool. Okay, details. So, invest in your memories. Oh, I like that. That's nice. But you dive straight into pricing. And that, so there, again, there's no emotional connection on this page, which is definitely not playing to your favor because you are bold emotional storytelling. So what's happening right now is you have this beautiful brand and you have beautiful photos and you're telling me about bold emotional storytelling, but you're not actually telling me about it. So there's a big disconnect on your website between what you're saying you believe in and what you're showing me. Because you're saying you're all about bold emotional storytelling, but then you don't tell me about that. You just dive straight into pricing. So rather than keeping me in that bold emotional state of mind, you're pushing me straight out into the logical. And all this is going to do is make people compare on pricing. So this isn't the best idea here. Okay, so I think I already know what you're gonna have here. Full portfolio. You just linked to client albums? Yeah, I know. Don't do this, especially because they're all locked. How are people supposed to see them if they're locked? So I know I posted this on my page the other day, but your website is for people who haven't booked you yet. Okay, so linking over to client albums is not very smart. Also, this is a totally different website. It's a subdomain. It's client.tinytoes. So you don't even have your normal menu up here anymore, which isn't good. You've totally taken them out to basically a different website. Do these link out to a different website? These link out to different websites too. Okay, so listen, your portfolio needs to be a portfolio. This is not a portfolio. Okay, a portfolio is a curated selection of your very, very, very best work. Okay, your top like 20 to 50-ish photos is a portfolio. And I'm going to my website for a minute here. So I have a cute little introduction. I have a link over to my about session info, and then I have my portfolio. Okay, if people want to see full collections, not collections, full galleries, they're going to go to my blog. That's where I put full galleries for people to see. And they're not passworded, and they don't require an email to log into or anything like your client galleries do. So you need to hide that. Because this is not a portfolio. A portfolio, like I said, is your top photos. Okay, all mixed in there together. And it's totally fine if they're mixed in together. It's not a big deal. But this isn't a portfolio. This is a bunch of galleries. And this is really like a blog is what this is. So if I open this up, am I going to have to put in an email? Okay, no, good. I'm glad I don't have to put in an email. Oh, how cute are they? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that I don't have to put in an email for any of these, right? They'll just open up. And that's probably why you have them like that, because they're not password or email protected. Still, I would take your best like 20 to 50 photos. Get rid of this page. You don't need this. This is totally pointless. Because also nobody wants to click in and click out. Like if I click, it opens up a new tab, and then I've got to scroll down, and I'm looking through like an entire gallery. How many images are in this gallery? I don't even know. It doesn't say. But a lot of photos in this gallery. This is massive. Like huge. Oh yeah, I don't want to do that. And again, there's no way back to this easily. Like, you also have to consider people on mobile. This is a little harder to navigate on mobile because you have different things popping up. You have different windows popping up every time you click on a gallery. So this gets very confusing very quickly, and it gets very hard to navigate when you have things like this. So I wouldn't link your full, this isn't a portfolio. I would not link your client galleries here. I wouldn't do that. Your client dot tiny toes, that's for clients, not for future clients, okay? And you need a real portfolio, all right? So part of your homework is going to be curating your top like 20 to 50 images and putting them here. I mean, honestly, you had that on your homepage like this. This is a portfolio, okay? This right here is a portfolio, not this. Don't do this, okay? You need a page that has photos just like this, but more. I think you only have, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so like I said, 20 to 50, okay? Just like this on your portfolio page, okay? And you want information at the top of the page. Don't just say portfolio or see my work. You want some words on these pages. Every single page on this website needs to have words. It needs to have an emotional connection. You need to talk about what you do and what you offer your clients and how it benefits them. And right now, your website is like the bones, okay? You've got good bones, but you need to add the muscle and the flesh, okay? Because you don't have that right now. Your website's like a little skeleton. It's here, it exists, and it's got the bare minimum, but it's not living, right? It's not living, it's not breathing yet. And that is what your website needs. You need to like breathe this breath of life into your website. You need to tell the bold emotional story, right? So let's see, we did your pricing, we did portfolio. Okay, and I love your contact page is perfect. Just putting that out there. This is perfect. It's simple. Let's work together. Send it over. I love that. It's really casual. It's really easy. It's very short. Do not change anything about this. I love the photo. This is perfect. Okay. However, the thing that you're missing here, you're missing a couple things. Big one is you're missing words. Okay. You need words. You need emotional connection. You need a real portfolio. And then you need a solid path through your website. You don't have a path right now. I posted on my Facebook page a little bit ago about the flow of a website. I'm actually gonna see if I can pop it up real quick and pull it over here. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so the flow of a website. Okay, so your homepage is your starting point, right? That's the goal. That is typically the starting point. Unless you have a blog that you want Google to index, then some people will enter through your blog. But either way, every single page on your website should go towards this path. And you need to create a path through your website. Now, what I mean by that is when clients come onto your website on your homepage, you basically need to tell them where you want them to go and what you want them to see and what you want them to do. Right now, your website doesn't do anything. It just exists. Every single page needs what's called a call to action. And a call to action is something you're telling the clients to do. And the goal is getting people from your homepage to your contact page in like 2 to 3 clicks. That's the goal. So every single page needs to have a link to another page, okay? And starting from your homepage. Now, I think you need to redo your pricing page. You can keep this page on your website, but I would hide it. Excuse me. I would only send it to people when they ask you for your pricing. Like, get the initial contact, get them to reach out. You can't give too much information. And what's happening here is you're giving all the information. Like, if I were to see this on your website, would I have a reason to contact you? And you might be saying, well, yeah, you'll contact me to book. Okay, but people aren't going to just book because you haven't given them a reason to book you. All they're going to see here is pricing. You haven't talked to them. You haven't made an emotional connection. You haven't even told me what the process is to work with you. Like, do you do online I mean, obviously, I think you do online galleries. I think it says online. But you haven't, like, told me what the process is. Like, what happens after I contact you? Like, do you just send me a link and I book it? Or do we talk a little bit? Do you do a consultation? Is there a client closet? Do we have, like, people really aren't going to read through this menu list. But you need to make an emotional connection with them, and you need to tell them what they get outside of this menu. Because what this is right here is a menu. Like going to a restaurant. You're just laying it all out there. These are the ingredients. Here's the price. There you go. And without an emotional connection, people are not going to reach out and contact you. Okay? So I think you need to hide this page, all right, and create a page that is all about the experience of working with you and creating bold emotional photos. All right, so I'm actually gonna pop you back over to my website real quick. And I'm gonna show you my informational page. So my goal is going home, info, contact. That is my path. Home, info, contact. If they end up on my portfolio, great. If they end up on my about me, great. But the goal is getting them from home to the session info to my contact page. That is my primary objective, okay? And I think it should be yours too, honestly. So I have my big opening thing with my life is an adventure. That's my whole thing. And then I talk about your family's growing. And I talk about babies, and because I'm a newborn photographer, and I don't even talk about photography. I just talk about the state of their life. And then I ask them to learn more. Learn more. And that takes them over to an informational page where I talk about being outside in nature, and like where the images are taken and how it all kind of works. And then I talk about what they get. And I don't list it out in a menu form, but I do list it out in sort of a bullet pointed form. So you get an outdoor newborn session. I bring all the props. There's no time limits. And every package comes with high resolution images along with beautiful photos all right here. And then I tell them how it works. Once you make the awesome decision to get outside, we'll set an exact date to meet after baby arrives, and you can rest easy knowing you have a spot on my calendar. Sessions take about this long, and in 2 weeks you'll receive your proofs. If you still have questions, you can check out my FAQs, or if you want to see more photos, you can check out my portfolio, or click below if you're ready to book. Right? So it's really that simple. But this isn't focused on pricing at all. I'm focused on getting them information and getting them to reach out to me. This links over to my contact page. That's my goal, okay? If they want pricing information, there is some listed in my FAQs, along with a lot of other things. My qualifications, what do I need to bring to my session? How long do sessions last? How much do sessions cost? And I literally just put my session fees start at and collections range from. Okay. The only one that I put pricing on my website for are my all wrapped up sessions, which are ones that I take a limited time per month. And it's a lot lower than my normal sessions, or it's not lower, but it includes more than my base session. So I'm telling you all of this because that is your goal as well. You can see the difference between my informational page and your pricing page, right? That my informational page gives all of this information, but it does so in a way that doesn't focus on pricing. It focuses on what they get and the benefits of it and why it's awesome, but it doesn't mention prices because I want people to contact me. If they really, really want to go and find my pricing, it's in my FAQ, right? That's the easiest way for people to go find out what my basic prices are. And if I'm within their range, they contact me. And that's great. But I'm not laying it all out because when you give away too much, they're not going to contact you. They have no reason to contact you if you just lay it all out and give them all the information. So I think you should hide this page and only send this to people who are already in contact with you. If you're like, oh yeah, I'd love to work with you, here's my pricing. Okay. But you do still need an informational page that talks about all of these things that's included, and that talks about your bold emotional storytelling and why this documentary type style is so important and so awesome. You need that information, and it needs to be interspersed with photos. Okay. So your goal here is, from your homepage, you need a blip here about bold emotional storytelling and where you're located, with a link to learn more information about sessions. Okay, some kind of link that's going to go over to that informational page. You need to create an informational page. Okay, so then that informational page from there will link over to contact me. And your contact page is perfect. So your goal is home, info, contact. Home, info, contact. Okay. And then also your About You page also needs to have a learn more about sessions. That's how simple this is. Learn more about working with me and have it link over to that info page. Okay. So home, info, contact. Every single page on this website should link over to one of those pages. When you redo your portfolio, you should have a little blip up at the top, a little paragraph talking again about that bold emotional storytelling, and have a link that says learn more about sessions, and it links over to that info page. So no matter what, they are ending up being pushed over to that info page. Every single page on your website needs a call to action. Okay? Learn more about sessions. Learn more about working with me. Get more info. However you want to word it, every single page needs to guide the client through the website. Like, you're holding their hand and you are walking them through it. That is what is happening. Okay? Every single page on your website. So home, info, contact. Hide the pricing page. Redo your portfolio. And again, every single page needs some information at the top. Okay? You have to have words. Google loves words. So you do have some homework here. But like I said, you have the bones. But right now, your focus is you. The most words on your website are about you. So what is that telling your clients? What message is that sending? You see what I mean? And then the second most words are pricing information. So you're literally telling your clients that you and prices are the most important thing. And obviously, I've gone through your website. That's not true. Your work is gorgeous. I can tell you're passionate about what you do. That's obvious. But subconsciously, clients aren't going to feel that. And then finally, you do need to rearrange this menu to reflect the path you want them to take through your website. So you want to do home, you're going to do session info, portfolio, meet me, and contact. Okay? And otherwise, I really think you'll get there. But you definitely need a portfolio. Because right now there's so many clicks to have to get through and look at your photos that it's too much work. I should just be able to click portfolio and scroll and see the most beautiful selection of your work. It shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 clicks to get them from your homepage to contact you. And that means even if they end up on your info page or they end up in your portfolio, they should still be able to easily, within 2 clicks, get over to contact me. Okay? So you do have some work to do, but you got this. And again, your work is gorgeous. You just got to get there. This would be great as your opening photo. This is emotional and beautiful. And look at her little face. She's hiding. I love this. This is so much more emotion and than this. This is gorgeous, but this is fun and beautiful. So is this. This is beautiful. So yeah, you're there. You're totally there. You just got a little bit of work to do. So get to it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.